Hello there, and welcome to Pink Milk, your Star Wars podcast for us superfans.
And those of us who are forced to listen to them.
Today is someday, and someday we're dropping all of our clothes, Thomas.
Dropping our clothes?
Mm-hmm. Nighttime nude swims. Are you ready?
Nothing like a nighttime nude swim.
Let's get into this thing and drink up.
Drink up.
Hello there. Pop.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm feeling a little blue.
Oh, blue. Why are you so blue? Or why are you feeling blue?
Those lightsabers, oh so blue.
Bye.
I am feeling blue because I'm about to get into my Mini Cooper. Not feeling so super duper. No, I'm not going to be satisfied as I drop you and our 3 sons off at the airport.
You're going to have a week to yourself. I'm sure you're going to be able to be fine.
Well, listeners, you can't hear, or if you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify, you can't see, but my youngest son is right here to my left, so I definitely cannot say that I'm looking forward to that. Nope, not at all. Would never dare. Speaking of YouTube and Spotify, if you have not subscribed to us on Spotify, please do so. Our numbers are going through the roof over there. I don't know what happened when we did this podcast last year. Apple Podcast was our number 1. Now it's YouTube, or now it's Spotify.
Thank you, Spotify.
And YouTube is almost there, catching up to Spotify as well. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below. I am going to ask everyone here on YouTube and Spotify right now, who's the teacher, who's the corruptor, Soul or the stranger / Qimir? Don't know. Do you?
No, it is the question.
It is the question. Mother wants to know. Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell everyone what you're going to New Jersey for?
Family.
It's also somebody's birthday. Happy birthday, Thomas.
Whose birthday?
Yours.
Oh, yes, this is true. Happy birthday, Thomas.
Happy birthday. I woke up this morning at 4 a.m. to make you some birthday brownies.
And it was the best brownies ever.
And we all sang. Well, I don't know about that, but thank you.
Honestly, they were great. So I appreciate it.
Thank you, Duncan.
It's the thought that counts, and I appreciate the thought, and you know that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Duncan. All right, Thomas.
That's not true. They were real brownies.
By Duncan Hines.
Oh, I was thinking you were thinking they were Dunkin' Donuts,
No.
but I didn't want that to get out there.
I stirred 50 times to put them in the oven. That was about all I did.
Well, they were good.
All right. Well, as we said, we have a flight to catch. So like true fancy podcasters, we're travelers. Well, I'm not. I'm here. Maybe I'll be doing some nude swims in my pool since there'll be no children here.
Someone's got to hold the fort down. Take care of the other dogs.
Yeah. Thomas, let's get into episode 6. Teach Corrupt. I feel that you enjoyed this episode. We did do a quick review on YouTube with Pink Milk and Son, my son Michael over here, who gave it a 1. Did not like it.
I actually liked it. I definitely liked it the second time around because I could look for things differently. However, really, I still liked it the first time. So I felt that it was a necessary episode.
You know,
and it changed everything in my eyes.
It really did.
Yeah.
I feel like I mean, honestly, we have been really enjoying this show.
Yes.
It's definitely a different pace. I understand, I think, some of the interwebs talking about the pacing issues. I don't know if there's pacing issues.
Mm-hmm.
This is a show about the Jedi. The Jedi are kind of boring. There's a lot of talking and a lot of philosophy talk, and that's what the show's giving us.
Mm-hmm.
And the occasional lightsaber battle, and we got some amazing lightsabers. So I don't know. That's like, honestly, and then this episode, spoiler alert, we'll get to this in a minute, but like a little bit of political talk. That's what I want from a Jedi show. Jedi talking philosophy, Sith talking philosophy, and some politicians getting in the middle. Boom, the show's delivering it, and I love it. So
awesome.
It's been great.
Awesome.
However, with that said, I will say upon first viewing after last week's epic kill fest, this felt a little slow, and I initially ended this episode being disappointed. Again, I don't like the endings. I don't like the just sudden end of her breathing in a helmet. I mean, it was cool, but it was just another. I was like, oh.
Real, come on! It harkened to Darth Vader,
Yeah,
though,
100%.
which is
especially from Revenge of the Sith, when we said goodbye to Anakin and said hello to Darth Vader. I mean, this definitely had Revenge of the Sith.
I didn't
vibes.
even think about that.
So, is Osha going to turn? I don't know. I want to say any other show, I'd say, oh no, never. But I don't know about this show.
Because if you think about it, we all liked Anakin for a movie and a half, right? Until
2.5 movies.
2.5 movies.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
2.5 movies. And then, yeah. So let me, we're going to kind of break this episode into 3 parts. We're going to talk about Osha and Qimir / the Stranger.
Okay.
Because for me, that's the most interesting stuff going on in this episode. Then we're going to talk about Soul and May. And then we're going to talk about who the teacher is, who the corruptor is, because I find something interesting. And then we're going to get into Vern at the end, because Vernestra Rowe.
Oh, okay.
Green bald lady. You mentioned this while we were doing our rewatch, that you really liked the line that the Stranger says to Osha about because Osha walks up to him. You know, it's very alarming, that whole opening scene. It's not what I'm used to in a Star Wars. It feels very Game of Thrones, but I'm okay with it, and I'm here for it, and please more of that. Again, my son's in the room, so I can't really go into what I want to, but y'all can paint with your mind, I'm sure. You've listened to enough episodes to know where my mind is. But she asked him immediately if he killed Soul and then May. And he's like, oh, interesting, you brought him up first. And then he said something to the effect of, it's interesting, a relationship between a master and their pupil.
Right.
And you really liked that. So what was it? That's where I want to start this conversation today, is with you in that particular line. What was it that was interesting to you?
Well, I found it to be a strange remark that somebody who had not experienced maybe that relationship to mention it all. It seemed completely out of left field. So what it did is it planted the seed with myself now thinking, is there now a relationship between Qimir? Has he experienced a leader and a teacher and a subject? Has he experienced that relationship?
Well, I mean, yeah. So a few beats later, we learn that he was a Jedi a long time ago. And
he's like, not that old, though.
Well, is he?
Oh, okay.
Maybe he's really old. Maybe he's really, really old. Could be cool.
That's pretty young.
Plagueis, you don't know about Plagueis, but Plagueis was Darth Sidious's master, and we learned in the Revenge of the Sith, again, another tie to the Revenge of the Sith, like the Last Shot, that he could stop people from dying. So if you can stop people from dying, do you do that by slowing down their aging process? Could be cool. I don't know. Also, is that lagoon like a little fountain of youth type of thing?
Maybe. I mean, that water was beautiful.
It sure was. The whole planet was stunning.
It was, really nice.
There was a lot of chatter online. I think we all thought it. We didn't see Porgs, but we thought that was Octu, because it looked Octu's from The Last Jedi, where Luke abandoned himself. And this definitely had those vibes. Leslie Headland came out and said that it was not that. It's called it said unknown planet, but cortosis is the metal that his helmet's made of, and it's like Baldecca or Baldecca or something like that. Beldecca. I don't know.
I like the first one.
The nerds are yelling at me now, but anyways, it's a planet from Legends that cortosis is at, and that Plagueis killed his master at. Yeah, so again, that's legend stuff. That doesn't really have anything to do with the story, probably, but it's cool, and I like those nuggets for the fans. But we also learned that he was thrown away, and he uses that to manipulate Osha a bit. What did you think about them and his it's spread out basically in 3 chunks of this episode, but he and Osha and his slow and subtle manipulation of all the facts.
I don't know. I felt like maybe there was some chemistry there. That's what I was sensing.
Is seductive.
Yeah.
You know, I had tweeted this out or threaded it out. What did we say? We were going to call threads knits?
Knits.
I knitted this. out earlier that one of the things that I actually really enjoyed was that whole very sexy seduction on Qimir's part.
Mm-hmm.
You generally only see that like women luring men into their trap that way, and I just really kind of liked that role reversal. It was
I
very
didn't even think of that.
it's great because
Mhm.
you don't see men using their sexuality like that
Mm-hmm.
in TV, especially not a Star Wars. But I do not think the Star Wars is for kids. Like, Michael is not enjoying it, and Michael loves the Jedi and loves the Sith. He's all about it, but I just don't think it is being written in a way that is as exciting for kids, which is interesting because this is what a lot of the interwebs have clamored for so long, and then a lot of the interwebs are not liking the show.
Well, I can definitely say last week the killing of Yeti, what's her name?
Jackie,
Yeti, Jackie, you
Yeah.
know, and Yord. I mean, they were kind of brutal. Yeah, I wouldn't think that that's something that we should have on the regular for the kids.
I
No.
mean, we know that Anakin killed younglings, but that was told to us.
And we didn't see it.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't see it. And so it was really crazy seeing a teenager get stabbed like that. You thought that was it. And then all of a sudden, then Yord came, and that was like really graphic. It's still really jarring.
Well, and then they followed it up this week with them still laying there, which, of course, not a lot of time has gone by, but nonetheless, it looked more graphic to me this week than it did last week.
I was just going to say, it literally was more graphic. It was more shocking the way that cut right to Jackie like that. And like, I don't know. They did not look like just people laying there on the ground. Those actors looked dead. It was really creepy, actually. I mean, this whole show is the most horror that a Star Wars has ever been. It's the darkest. I think it's getting to be like the deepest in a lot of ways, you know? We had mentioned his relationship with a master, though, honestly, and this is going to segue into Sol and May. Qimir alluded to Sol all last week during that fight that they knew each other.
Right. He was wondering why he didn't remember him in a way.
He's like, you don't recognize me? You don't remember me or something? There was like this tease. There's this whole cat and mouse thing of like, you hide your face from your master, and he's like, you know, you hide behind a mask or
and
something.
Didn't Sol say he felt him, or there was something about
there's
him?
There's something there. Sol has felt Jackie, he felt Osha, so he can sense people that he clearly has compassion and love for, and then he sensed him when no one else did. May did. So I don't know. So okay, anything else you want to say about Osha and Qimir?
It wouldn't be a father and son situation, right?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think age-wise they'd be that far apart. Okay.
I mean, Qimir, you know, I forgot about the line that Osha says when Yord is like, he got in my head and he doesn't let go. And Osha was like, my mother could do that. Was he there on the witch planet? Was there men there that we don't know about? Is he a witch? Is he somehow related to that coven and we don't know yet? Was there the power of one, the power of two, the power of many? What if there's triplets of some sort? Craziness.
Well, I mean, I don't think, I'm not thinking they are.
I mean, I guess not by,
one's taller than the other one.
I don't know, but there could be something there. I think there's more twists to come with Qimir. The face reveal was not his twist. That's not the twist. Like, they keep giving up all the twists. They keep giving them up except for whatever happened on.
So the twist is yet to come,
I think. Okay. And I don't even think it's whatever happened on Brendock, which, let me tell you, if next week is not a flashback and I don't get that story from Brendock, I'm going to be really annoyed. Like, it's too close to tell me, Sol, cut, something happens. And it's just,
we have
getting annoyed.
2 more weeks.
We have 2 more episodes.
So we're going to have something.
Yeah. So we open with Basil and Osha, or May and Sol and Pip's head. Actually, let's just get Basil out of the way, or Basil out of the way. It just felt so pointless. It was cute. It was funny. He can't reach the counter. It's a cute moment trying to get Pip plugged in to recharge him up.
Mhm.
Then we set a trap for May. We cut the power. He's like, oh, and now, Pip squirts some water in her face. It's all cute. And then he like does his crazy, weird Kung Fu Matrix poses and then steps on her foot and runs away.
Mhm.
I hope he's not done yet, because again, fast forward for a second, when Soul figures out that it's May and he jumps into light hyperspeed when he finds out the rescue party's coming. So that's just shady behavior too.
Mhm.
Basil looked pretty ticked off at Soul. So maybe Basil's not done. I don't know, but that was annoying. Okay. We have Soul and May now. We've had a very caring, compassionate relationship. She comes in and the first thing we see is he hugs her and he's like, thank you saved us.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of compassion there, and there's a lot of love there that May has no understanding of what to do with, which is really interesting. So what was her life like?
I don't know. Mhm.
It was it was just it was heartbreaking actually, because she doesn't know what to do with it, because she doesn't feel as angry. Yes, she had her knife out right away to kill him,
and she did kill 3 people.
And she did,
Is it 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Two.
Imagine if she turned 2.
Torben and what's her name? Indara.
And we think she killed.
Well, no, because Kalneka was already dead.
Oh, that's right. So she's really only killed 1.
2. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The other one kind of killed himself.
Coerced him into it, guilted him into it.
So she ain't that bad.
But yeah, I mean, it was interesting. We got a really wonderful moment with Soul when he went to look at the map or whatever, when the power was down, whatever he was trying to do. And we got a long look of just his face being upset. We don't get those kinds of moments in Star Wars very much. The only time that we got Luke a little bit looking out at the sunset, and one of my favorite scenes in any of Star Wars is from Revenge of the Sith. There's a lot of Revenge of the Sith moments in this.
So I do have a question.
Yeah.
When do you think Soul knew?
Well, yeah. So hold on. He's like, we get that pause, and it reminds me of the pause that Anakin and Padme look before he turns.
Okay.
The rumination scene. So one of my favorite scores. It's one of my favorite music cues and one of my very, very favorite moments. So that was, I really appreciated that, because there was a lot of, that dude's hiding something. There's like loss for Jecki, for all of his people. There was loss for Osha, but I feel there is so much more than just those.
And we still have the question as to what happened to all the people on the planet.
Yeah, on Brendok.
Yeah.
That's
because there's no way the
mystery.
fire got to them. Yeah.
No.
Not that quick.
No. So, okay, you asked when I think he realized that it was May.
Mm-hmm.
I think he knew the whole time.
You do?
Personally. I think the show gave her giveaway with Pip.
Okay.
Because he's like, I loved the way that you loved that droid. And she's like, oh, yeah. And she's like figuring it all out. But like, I don't think he bought it for a minute. I think he knew right away. And he was just looking for his moment. And then so we get our moment. He stuns her. And this is where I think there's some very interesting conversations to be had.
Okay.
We've spent a good chunk of the episode with Osha being free to walk the island with the bad guy, with the Sith. The Sith even told her, no, if you want to leave, I mean, you got to go try to make it through those ways, but the ship's right over there. And so she, in a way, had the choice to follow him around, right? The minute that May realizes Soul knows, he stuns her and then locks her up on a bed. And he's like, it's time for me to tell you what really happened. That doesn't seem so friendly fire-like. Not in comparison. Yes, I know the Sith is the bad guy. Like, we know he's bad, but, honestly, I think Soul is or was a Sith. I think that will be the big twist. I think he killed everybody on Brendok. I think he went bad, and now he's trying to redeem himself. And maybe Vern has something to do with that. Maybe he floated over to the dark side for a while. I think my prediction is that he's the Sith.
Well, the thing is this: how could he be the Sith? Because he killed everybody on that Brendok.
On Brendok, I think so.
But you think he was bad before he was with all those people?
Yeah. There was a room. The show description when this first came out was like an ancient. I am not quoting it. Like an ancient power, the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
This show's about how the Sith infiltrated the Jedi. So wouldn't it be great if there was a Sith Lord with the Jedi the whole time? That's what I think.
Because Vernestra is trying to figure him out. She doesn't know the truth of what happened.
She knows more than she's leading on.
Huh. Okay.
So, okay, I want to ask you this question before we get into Vern, before we kind of turn it to the last question for this.
Okay.
Who do you think was the teacher and who was the corruptor in this episode?
Huh. Well, I think Qimir was teaching Osha about the headpiece.
Yeah, and the ways of the dark side.
True. All right, so there. And then what was the other option?
Corrupt. Because this episode is called Corrupt Teach or Teach Corrupt. I don't remember.
I didn't see any corruption. Maybe Qimir again was corrupting Osha. What do you think? Well, I don't think Saul was doing anything but reacting.
Well, I think plucking her down and locking her up and say, I'm going to force what happened on you is going to be really corrupt. And I think the Jedi are corrupting. But I also don't trust the Jedi, and I'm always sus of the Jedi, so maybe I'm bringing that into this. But that brings me to Vern. But I feel I really don't think it's very Jedi-like to cuff your prisoner and then say, I'm going to tell you what really happened. That seems
but she would have killed him.
Qimir didn't do that to Osha. They're enemies too. He even point blank said, when she's like, I don't trust you, he's like, you shouldn't. You should learn to trust yourself. Isn't that more empowering than locking someone down and saying, I'm going to tell you what really happened?
I guess so. Yes, I can see what you're saying.
I find it very shady. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Actually, you know what? There's something interesting that Qimir says to Osha that I really like. It was right after he got done bathing. He's like, when you lose everything, that's when you're finally free.
True.
And honestly, the political landscape is where the political landscape is right now. It's very scary. This Project 25 and talking about taking away LGBTQ rights and making sexual orientation like a non-thing now. You're talking about just in real estate how like you could be denied a mortgage if you're queer now. That's if we're not going to be a protected class.
No, right? That's if that ever goes through.
If it goes through, no.
I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, it just you are a protected class under fair housing.
Yeah,
same sex.
But if Project 25 takes that off all government documents, we would not be a protected
I would imagine
class anymore, right?
that would fair housing would change.
So that's scary. It's scary, but it made me think about a lot of queer people that lose their family. And you and I were just talking about earlier today, as a matter of fact, how we are, you and me specifically, are two people who really look at ourselves and kind of analyze ourselves a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a strength that we both have of being able to the best of our ability, look at ourselves objectively and try to correct things that we want to correct.
I agree.
And there are other people in our lives that it's not so easy for them. But I think as queer people, even if we don't lose our family, we end up knowing a lot of people that lose their family, and just even being gay in itself makes you feel like it oftentimes, and I think a lot of queer people share this emotion of feeling like you've lost everything because your whole future is not what you thought it was going to be forever, and you have to reanalyze everything. It's the weirdest thing, and I really felt that from Qimir in a way. And he's over here, I'm just fighting to be who I want to be. That's what he said last week. Yes, it's from a twisted, evil perspective, but let's pull that back and just look at the metaphor of someone just fighting to exist because a religion told you don't practice your religion the same way. We're going to wipe you all out.
I wonder if we'll get a name for him.
I don't know. I wonder if he's not. I don't know. I still like that line. I don't really have a name. People like you would call me a Sith. To me, I can't help but wonder if that was a little like calling Soul out. I know you're a Sith. I'm not that. I'm something else. And I'm going to take you out too. I don't know. I just love it. I feel like there is I think the show is very smart. There's a lot of layers. It's a very layered show. Okay. Layers. Vern finally kind of has a moment. We open with her talking to a senator who's like, hey, there's these other people who want more oversight over the Jedi. And I'm voting against it because the Jedi have never really had, you don't really hide anything. Meanwhile, we as the audience know that she and Soul are hiding a whole lot, not just from the government, but from the other Jedi. So it was very interesting saying, this poor senator, we trust you, Jedi. We know she's a liar.
It's so interesting because all this time I just thought she was management in a way.
So, wait. You're saying that Vernestra Rowe is middle management?
I'm not saying she's middle management. I was just saying she's some kind of manager. She's trying to figure out what the thing that Soul has not shared with her. So I think she's more inquisitive and she has a sense that something's wrong. That's my feeling at this moment in time. I don't think she's in cahoots on something. I don't feel like she knows something that Soul knows that's out of line. She's trying to figure it out.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is interesting because you don't know her. Most people don't. She's a very big character in the books of the High Republic, and she's
Is she good?
Yes.
Okay.
She's the youngest Jedi, the youngest Padawan to ever become a Jedi on the Counselor. I'm sure I'm getting that wrong, but anyways, she's super strong in the Force.
Okay.
She can dabble in the dark side a little bit in order to bend that whip. And that's also, if you see a Jedi with a purple lightsaber, that means they can get closer to the darkness than other ones can, right?
Okay.
So, that's cool. It's interesting. She definitely seems to be the Jedi person that's between the Council and the government.
Okay.
So, whatever. In her 100+ years of life, then she's
100 years old.
Well, this is 100 years later, and we know she was a Padawan. She's 100 and got to be at least 125, 150.
She looks pretty good for that.
She does look good. So, but people don't know who she is,
Mm-hmm.
And I feel, she's been around. She's been around with Soul, but we haven't gotten a ton with her. I feel like she knows something happened on Brendok. She knows more than we do, the audience, but she doesn't know as much as Soul does.
Okay.
Right? That's the vibe I'm getting.
Okay.
And now she knows something went down there. I think she clearly knows something went down that's tied to Brendok. And a few interesting things happened in this scene outside of I love that the government's already starting to think that the Jedi are we got to get them more involved in the government and try to blend those things, because that's eventually what Palpatine uses against the Jedi, is the government and their oversight. But I think her Padawan's name was Mach, right? The kid, I think it was Mach. I'm guessing that was her Padawan. Anyways, he's a Padawan, and he's like, "What do you think could do this? They're all died from lightsabers. This has to be a very powerful Jedi. Do you think this could be Soul?" And she's just like, that's quite the accusation. She doesn't exactly defend Soul.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think it's a clue. Soul's up to some shady stuff. I don't think it's a red herring. Personally, I think all these other things.
You think it's shady stuff or stuff from the past?
Yeah, which is shady.
That's my question at this moment.
I think he was a dude who did some really bad stuff and wanted to be redeemed. We have always seen Star Wars. What we have never gotten in Star Wars, in mainstream Star Wars, let me put it that way, is a hero who was redeemed who fell back again. We always see them redeemed and then poof, they're a bluey ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And they're redeemed and they're good.
Mm-hmm.
It would be really interesting to see a character who fell to the dark side, tried to rehabilitate himself, but fell again because it was too strong. I think it'd be a cool story.
I think so.
And I mean, I don't think a lot of people share that opinion. But I do feel that there's got to be another reveal. Something big has to happen. Plagueis would be very cool. I think we all know Plagueis is coming. You don't have any idea who Plagueis is. His name was mentioned once in one movie, real quick. This show has to be built for people like you. That was also Leslie Headland said it was important. That's what she wanted. So like the big twist can't be this other Sith master.
Right.
Like that, even if he's cool looking.
But there's definitely a twist.
I think there's going to be a twist. The show's like been giving up twists too quickly to not have a big twist. And I think it would be pretty damn rad if we finally get to Brendock and we see that our hero of the story is the one who slaughtered everybody. That would be pretty jaw-dropping. Like, oh my God. Right?
Absolutely. 100%.
And who knows? Maybe he doesn't make it out of this. Maybe he does. I don't know. Because I don't know. We're all just assuming right now that Qimir is the apprentice to Plagueis. But what if Qimir is telling the truth? He's not a Sith either. He's literally nameless. And he wants all the power. Maybe he doesn't want the Sith either. Maybe he doesn't want the Sith or the Jedi. He just wants to be free to use his power however he wants to from any master. It'd be really interesting. But I do like, so while they're talking and he's fixing his helmet, we see that whip scar. And it's interesting because right after
you're
that,
calling it a whip scar, so you're already associating it with
like
Vernestra.
Because it's interesting. We've never seen a light whip on screen before. That was brand new for a lot of people. It just seems way too... He's been talking about a Jedi Master. He said it was a long time ago. She's over 100 years old. Maybe he's a lot older than he looks. It looks like a whip. We finally saw our light whip. Is she the villain? I feel like that's what they're trying to maybe suggest. But has she been around the show enough to like have that be a twist that she's a bad guy? Again, people would be devastated because we've known her since she was a kid in the books. But that isn't anyone in this show. And this show can give you nods to the books and make things exciting for people that read the High Republic. But this show cannot be for the people that read the High Republic. It's got to be for people like you who have seen the movies and seen the shows. And you've seen more than a lot of people, but you're still a casual fan. You're a higher up on the scale of casual fans after 3 years of doing this, but you're still a casual fan. So they're like, the twist has to come from this show, in my opinion. So I don't know. What do you think could happen?
I don't know. You got me all confused now. I don't know. I don't know at this point in time. I don't know. Okay. You've thrown a lot of good arguments out. I will take them back and think about them.
Okay.
I was not on any of those tracks. Okay. I definitely think something's up with Saul. That's a given. I'm still confused with Qimir because, quite frankly, he wasn't that bad this time. Now, of course, he's killed a lot of people, so he's bad.
And he's still trying to manipulate her. You know, he's like,
Is he though?
Okay.
I don't know.
I love that we got another little nod.
I think he might have the hots for her.
Well, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
I mean, don't you? I do.
Okay.
I think I have the hots for everyone in the show, actually. It is just making me...
Even Vernestra Rowe?
I love a bald daddy, and she's a bald mother. Why not? I just think the show is making me bisexual. That's what's happening.
Oh, good luck, everybody.
And you know what? I'm happy with that. I don't mind I like their flag. It's pretty. It's purple and pink.
That's true.
And blue. I like all those colors.
That's true.
I could do that. It's a classier looking flag than the new gay flag for gay men is ugly. I'm like, wait, really? I mean, the one hand, I like that the gay flag is not stereotypical and like stunning. It's like ugly. Like the lesbian flag is ugly, but kind of fits with stereotype. Love it.
Wow. Ouch.
So, I'm here for...
I didn't know we had a new flag.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Am I going to lose my card?
Yeah. It's just got some.
Got my ID.
Oh, well, you know what I do know? I don't know who kills everybody. I don't know if Qimir is good or bad. Well, he's bad. I don't know if Soul's good or bad. Probably bad. I do know I'm going to miss you and the boys, though.
Oh, thank you.
We will have a guest next week. You will not be here. We're going to FaceTime watch it together, and then we'll talk about the final episode together.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can call in. Maybe we'll do a little phone-in sesh for your little thoughts on it.
Okay.
We'll figure that out. But I'm very excited to have you be able to see your family because it's been a while.
As am I. The kids. I was just back a couple of months ago, but the kids, I'm looking forward to it.
I got kids.
Got kids.
In the meantime, thank you for listening. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're stalled at 770, 775. We're stalled.
Come on, people.
Get us some
out,
more.
please.
Share it, please. Tell your friends. Create another.
Pretty please.
Pretty please. We want 1,000. We'd like to start monetizing over there. Would be great. It'd be great. So subscribe to YouTube at DeathXRobot. I have consolidated my social media handles, so I am just at DeathXRobot. I was getting confused myself, so I can only imagine everyone else is getting confused. So follow me and the show at DeathXRobot on Instagram and on Threads. Subscribe to us on Spotify. Tell your friends. We're coming back. We're here. We're queer. And Star Wars is super duper gay. So until next time, are you ready, Thomas?
I'm ready.
Let's
drink
up.